Hi, it's Monica, and I'm here at McLean's Coffee House in Fullerton with Pawnshop Kings, Scott and Joel. Whose idea was it to start the group together, and were you performing separately before that?
It was Joel's idea to start the band together because he was the only one out of the two of us that was willing to start the band together. We moved to LA, started the band Pawnshop Kings officially, restarted the band Pawnshop Kings, and pretty much learned how to get along and try and bring out the best in one another. So it was a challenging but very good idea, and it was Joel's.
Yeah, and we've been singing together all of our lives, and we were in a band together. I actually left high school, and I didn't leave high school. When I finished high school, I didn't apply anywhere. I just went to play music with him in Santa Barbara. We were kind of doing that, and then we were in a band, and I was out of the band, and so our relationship, we're brothers. So sometimes we've been close, and sometimes we've been at each other's throats.
Did you fight a lot growing up, or did you get along pretty good?
We were actually pretty fine growing up. It was our adult years where we started fighting.
Young adult years. But the good thing is that it brought us to a mentality of wanting to love other people who are difficult to love. No, that was for personal stuff, but it also gave us a heart for other people, because we challenged each other a lot, and it was sort of the breeding grounds for a lot of the stuff that we do now.
Do you have other brothers and sisters, or is it just the two of you?
It's just us. Yeah.
Okay, so what instruments do you play?
Well, or just play?
I guess when you're performing, what do you play?
Well, I'll play. I play primarily acoustic guitar, and then I'll kind of bang on it. I have I grew up playing drums and percussion and stuff like that, so we'll bring that kind of stuff into it. So I'll play a lot of percussion. And Scott will play electric. He'll play electric guitar and piano when we need it. He's a great piano player.
What would you say is your favorite place to have traveled to so far?
We get out to Nashville quite a bit actually at this point, and we do a lot of writing and playing out in Tennessee, and that's where we grew up going anyway, to Memphis. That's where most of our family is from, Texas and Memphis. And so going out to Nashville is kind of like going home, and also we just love the musical culture and climate out there. It's a beautiful place to be.
Do you have to deal with any negativity or rejection in the music business, or have you had to, and how did you deal with it?
Yeah, I think for us, we're not very format specific in the music that we play. So there isn't our music doesn't go straight to radio in any industry. So the response that we've gotten in places that haven't been positive has pretty much been that. It's like, well, we don't really know what to do with that here, or we don't know what to do with that there. Our music we feel like it sits kind of between formats. It kind of sits and it gets close to a bunch of different formats, but it's not like an obvious kind of knock it out of the park pop song or something like that.
Yeah, essentially we're doing everything we can to make it as hard on ourselves as possible to be successful. We're into the starving artist thing, I guess. I don't know. I didn't know this, but apparently now after all these years we're into the starving artist thing.
Who does most of the songwriting in the group, or do you both do it?
We write a lot together. Scott's much more prolific than I am. He writes a lot more. Just naturally just writes a lot more. So most of it comes from him, but
we trust each other's instincts. We trust each other's instincts a lot, so depending on what it calls for.
Wait, try that again. You gotta wait till the microphone's near you.
But we do trust each other's instincts quite a bit.
Can you tell us about some of the work you've done with charity, or how you've supported different charities?
I think we're kind of in a phase. You see this happening in the 21st century a lot more with businesses. There's a lot more giving going on. There's a huge model of people giving all the time, and that really connects with who we are and what we want to do. So we found ourselves aligned with a lot of companies that are doing a lot of giving. We'll play shows with Tom Shoes. They're giving literally one thing away for everything they sell. And some friends of ours, the Crochet Kids, Surfrider Foundation and World Vision and all these different places. It's all for us. If we can somehow combine the music that we're playing, the music that we're singing for positive good. I mean, we're kind of singing into that. Most of our, if not all of our messages in our songs are positive. I mean, we have hard days and life is hard, so we write about that too, but there's something positive that we're looking into everything.
Yeah.
And playing shows and benefits where other people are benefiting from that gathering is, to us, ideal.
That's great. One last question. Do you still practice every day with your instruments? And if you do, what does your practice consist of?
I do, actually. I think you do too. I mean, we practice all the time. And practice pretty much consists of grabbing your instrument and just being familiar with it, trying new things, listening to things, trying to emulate different things that you enjoy, pushing ourselves to continue to be better, and you can never get good enough. I mean, we're so far from where we want to be, so there's no reason to stop practicing.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us tonight.
Absolutely, it's been our pleasure.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you, Monica.